Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. We will be continuing our journey today with Yalla Salesforce Trail Mix. Over the last couple sessions, we are all familiar now with the Salesforce Foundation, Salesforce fundamentals, and then we started to focus more into the back end. We cover the data modeling, formula fields, validation rules, pick lists, and then we switch gears to the UI side of the house by understanding more about how can we create a new app manager, Lightning App Builder, how can we create different type of pages. Today, our topic will be for Lightning Experience Customization, and within Lightning Experience Customization, this module will put the whole story together. So we will be discussing a new use case for a company which is specialized in it's a supplier for solar components, and they are a small company, and they have Salesforce, but they couldn't find anything out of the box that will support their business needs. Accordingly, we will follow the trail, and we will be starting putting the business for or some major requirements together and build customized Salesforce platform accordingly. In here, they are starting the module by is expanding their energy consultation business and offering personalized energy assessment to its customer. So they don't have a place to track and manage the results. Using custom objects and fields, we can customize Salesforce to go beyond the out-of-the-box capabilities of accounts and contacts and leads and contracts and so on. And we need to start building this custom solution for them in order to track their solar energy audits and activities and sales and so on. All right. So Salesforce provides standard objects and fields such as accounts, leads, and contacts, but every organization has its own unique needs, a way to tailor how data is stored. And in here in our company, it's no different. So we just need to create a new custom object and start customizing it to capture those energy audits. Sounds perfect. So we created a new playground in order to start follow the trail. So in here, we need to create a new custom object called Energy Audit. So we will go there to our playground and we'll go for Setup, Object Manager, create a new custom object. And within a new custom object, we'll put whatever we want to build. It's called Energy Audit. Start with val and allow search, and we will need to launch a new custom tab. All right, in here, if you remember that we have an option either for auto number or we have a text, so we'll keep it as is. We will allow reports, allow activities. So in order to be able to create reports, activities for the activity timeline, and activities in general, email, tasks, and so on. Track field history, in case we need to track the history for certain fields. And we will allow sharing, allow search, launch new custom tab. Without a custom tab, you will not be able to add it to an app, and you will not be able to see it from the app launcher. So this is the way to go. You can, if you missed this small checkbox, you can go always later and create this tab. But since we are in here, we're going to create it. Energy audit, and we will hit next. If there are any requirements in here for the visibility, so create a custom object tab. Let's create a custom object, but she needs a way to make it easily accessible to her users. Creating a custom tab for custom object is a great way to do. All right, and here they are highlighting that if you didn't create this custom tab, you cannot add a custom object to an app. Let's define a new tab, launch it, choose the tab style, and hit next, and all of what we need to do to include it only in the Lightning sales. All right. So this is availability for different profiles. We discussed it before, the profiles, and they are different personas. They need certain access in order to do their job. So we will make this tab available for everybody. Now they want to just add it to sales, so we will add it to sales standard lightning sales as they advised. Hit save. All right, now we have a new custom object. And if you remember before, that with every new custom object, there are some standard fields that you cannot avoid. So they are there with every custom object. ID is one of them, which usually on the URL, you have some audit fields: created by, created date, last modified by, last modified date, system with stamp, the owner, which we will be discussing further. But for now, anyone created a record, by default, he or she will be the owner, and this will control who can see that record in the future. And the name, we specified that we don't need auto number, and it's gonna be text. All right, so what's next? Now we can see all of this great detail, all of these great details. So our next step is to create a custom field. All right, so Maria, not done yet. The energy object needs some custom fields. Can enter information about audit. Besides need account the audit is associated with and how much energy the customer use. So let's jump to it. The first thing when we're creating a custom field is figuring out what type. And we agreed before that data type is very important for data hygiene and data consistency and data quality. So make sure that you pick the right. If you are interested to capture an email address from the user, make it email, don't make it text, because there are some validations on the formatting and the display even format. It will be governed by the data type that will be chosen in here. All right, so we will be creating a new pick list called type of installation. Let's do it. So new pick list. Next, set the name, enter values, and then rooftop. Select use first value. We agreed before as well that we make the first value as a default. We can even display them alphabetically. Accordingly, it will be sorted first, and then the first value will be defaulted. Type of installation, it's best practice to have a description, and if you need to guide your user, put the help text. You have the option to make it required or not. And keep everything as is, and just hit save. Next, make it available for all profiles. And this is the field level security. We'll be discussing more. Add it to the page layout. This is the UI configuration. In order to say this field, they need to be visible in that UI. So this is the first field. Second field, we will need to create a lookup. Lookup, we agreed before in the data modeling session that we have two types of relationship, and way more, two types, but the most like frequently used lookup and master detail. Lookup is loosely coupled, master detail is tightly coupled. Master detail open some extra capabilities for roll-up summary, for if you have access to the master, you will have access to the details and the delete cascade and so on. But our requirement in here saying lookup, that means not every audit will have an associated account unless we made it required. So lookup account and related to account, and I'll hit next. And in here, related to account always require value. So we will make it required. Okay. That's it. Next. Available. Next. Add it to all layouts for now, as we agreed in the Lightning App Builder as well, that we can have different page layouts, or the new way of doing things, that we can have one layout and we upgrade it to dynamic form, and we can have some visibility controls. So this is the old way of doing, this is the new way of doing it. All right. So we have this new type of installation pick list. Next is the currency one, which called average. So currency. Yep. So in here, the name of the field is the average annual cost, and they want to make it 16 and 2 decimals. So 16, 2 decimals, help text in here, just to guide the user, and it's always required, and that's about it. Next, next, save. What next? Another number. All right, so new number, next field. Yep, keep everything as default, and we just need to make it required as well. So this is a help text. We'll make it required. Next, next. This time I'll make save and use since there is one more. Edit audit notes, and it's text area long. Next, hit label, audit, and the visible lines will be 5. Next, and next, and save. Fantastic. So we created the custom object. We created all the custom fields will be required in order to fill this energy audit. So it's easy to modify existing custom fields to fit your needs and all of this great stuff. All right, now it's time to create data. How can we reach to this energy audits? We added to the sales app. So I'm expecting if I went to sales now and went in here, I should be able to see energy audits. And if I don't remember which app, I can just search in here, energy audits. I'm gonna open the same thing. And it will kick off for me the UI. It will be highlighting which ones are required. It will give me the help text I'm looking for. And now let's create a record. So the audit name called Burlington Evaluation, and it's rooftop, and the account is Burlington Textile. Perfect. And the annual average cost is 186, and it is gonna be 23. And my first audit. And let me hit save. Fantastic. So we created a record for our energy audit. Now we can create multiple. So this will be your homework. All right. The next one is to enable audit. So there is a component called chatter, which can have a chatter feed to track any changes to any of these fields. How can we do that? We will need to enable it. So go to setup, feed tracking, and then quick find the feed tracking. Right, so let's do it. Setup, feed tracking, and this is feed tracking. And I'll go for the object called energy audit we just created, and I will make enable feed tracking. Perfect. Select all the fields except owner and all related objects. All right, so I will go for all except the owner, and I'll hit save. All right, now I'm tracking any changes to any of those details, and that's about it. All right, but the module didn't tell us. How can we see that? So in order to see it, you need to go to edit page, and you will find in here, if you search for feed, you will find this chatter feed. I can put it in here on the top of the activities, and this save, activate, assign it as org default. Next, save it, and let's go back. Now I have this feed. Let's change anything. I'll make this, instead of 186, make it 187. And you will see it in here that now we changed the average annual from this to that. And you can like, you can comment. This is a great change, and you can comment. So all of this is going to be tracked, and we can collaborate over that change. What else? In order to track any changes, so we enable the field history tracking. So let's see it, but it's different. Not set up feed tracking. You will go for edit object at this time. And from edit object, you can go for field relationships, and you can set history tracking. And let me do the same thing. Annual, all of them. All right. So in here, save. Now I'm tracking the history as well. How can we see it? This is a related list. So in order to change the related list, either to go to the page layouts, there is no Lightning record pages. There is this one. We activated. So Energy Audit record page, but we didn't upgrade the dynamic force, but we can still add it as a single related list. But since we are still following the page layout, so here is the related, it will tell you which layout, or even from here, as we were, you will find the related list, the page layouts in here. So either to go from the app builder or from here straight. And what we are looking for a related list. So this is the related list. As soon we enable the history, you will have this enable energy audit history available for you. All what you want to do is to drag it, and that's about it. Save. Yes. Now it got saved. So if I came back in here and I said, let's refresh. Now in the related, you have the history tracking. So the record got created. Let me do another change. Revert it back from 186.7 to 86. And you will be able to see it in here that this got changed from 186 to 187. Let's change another thing. Make this 25. And hit save. And now, if we went back to the related, you will find all the original value. Where Salesforce to store that? So we learned before about Salesforce Inspector. For every object, you will find that you enable the history for it. You will find it exactly the same name, Energy Audit. But instead of C, it's gonna be history. So if you enable for any custom object, it's gonna take out the C and put underscore history, and you'll be able to see which field and what is the old value and the new value. So this is so cool. Saying select fields all, it's like select all the fields. And in order to use fields all, you have to put a limit number of records. So I'm selecting all the fields from Energy Audit history, and I'm just limiting the first 10 records. And when I export, you'll be able to see that I changed this value from here, and we change it and so on. All right. So this is beyond what was required in here, but that's awesome. This is exactly what was requested. So we are ready to check that challenge. Any questions? Sounds perfect. Amazing. So we achieved what we are looking for this specific unit. Next. Now it's the time to go beyond the back end. Now it's front end turn. An app is a collection of items. We said it's a user experience. You put branding, you put your colors, you put your tabs in order to make your user life easier. So an app is a collection of items that work together to serve a particular function. Lightning experience, Lightning app give your user access to set of objects, tabs, and so on. Lightning app, you use it for branding, as we exactly discussed. We have in here the the name of the app, the navigation bar. You will have all of this great capabilities for the navigation bar, each app unique and easy to identify, app launcher, and finally, you can even create a new opportunity and see the most recent items and so on. Okay, so what else you can see? So you can see in here standard object tabs. You can see custom object tabs. You can see even a custom UI, Visual Force tabs, or Lightning components. Those, when we were discussing that we have this Lightning app builder, when we can create pages, all of these are standard pages or customized configured pages. But if we need to take it to the custom route by developing a new custom tabs or components, this is the Visual Force and Lightning components will come to the picture. Canvas app. Canvas app is when we have Canvas app means we don't need to bring its type of integration patterns, that we are just visualizing another system within Salesforce. So I need, when I go to this specific tab, I will see experience, I'll see data, I'll see screen, I'll see a lot of things. But this data is not living in Salesforce. This UI is not built in Salesforce. It's like you have a Power BI or you have another system, ERP, and rather than asking the user to go there to the other system to do their job and then come back, you can have this UI, bring it into Salesforce in a tab, and you will be able to pass events back and forth between Salesforce and this app. So it's gonna be like seamless experience for the user rather than switching gears to another system. This is called Canvas app. And finally, you can have web tabs. All right. You can even include Lightning page tabs, Lightning voice, and other utilities, all of these great stuff. So Lightning App Builder is opening for you a lot of options in order to put all the experience that the user is looking for. All right, so let's go for the App Manager and see in action. So setup App Manager. All of these are existing apps. Some of them are Lightning specific, some of them are classic. And we have another type of apps that we didn't discuss before, called connected apps. What are connected apps? It's from its name that there is an app need to be connected to Salesforce to access Salesforce and get some data. So if we have MuleSoft or we have Talent or in an ETL tool, and I need to have this technology to be connecting into Salesforce, give them some privilege to access certain things, apply policies on them, enable like advanced authorization and authentication and so on. And I need to do advanced authentication by doing an OAuth. If you are not familiar with that, we're gonna come back to it when we are discussing more about the integrations and the identity and so on. But you can create a new connected app. You will say create a connected app. You will name the connected app MuleSoft integration, something like that, and then you will be filling all the details. And in here, you have the option to say enable OAuth, set the available OAuth scopes, and set the policies and the callback URL. This is will guarantee a secure connection between this new app and whatever you have in the system. So you will enable for them like APIs, and then you will be able to communicate or give them a full access, or you will have enable JWT. All of these are configurations in order to have this secure connection. Also, it can be in the identity world, there is something called SSO, single sign-on. For every user within the enterprise, they might have access to multiple systems. And they don't want to have, for every one of those systems, username and password. So how can we resolve that? Single sign-on gonna come into the picture. So you will have your enterprise login credentials, and you will have identity provider. This is how we name it. And then you will be going using your credentials to put it once, and you will be able to use it many in across different apps. Salesforce can play the role of being the identity provider, and identity provider means I will go to Salesforce to identify me and like say, yes, you are who you are and you are an authentic user. Accordingly, they will give you a token, or they will tell to all other systems that you need to access that I verified Basim and he is an authentic user and he is allowed to access all of these different apps. Once we do that, you will see it in the app launcher. So in the app launcher, you will find another apps that are not in Salesforce. So you can access from here the ERP. You can access from here your Gmail account. You can access from here a lot of other systems because we went to Salesforce. Salesforce checked our identity and then guaranteed your access to all of these other apps without the need for providing another username and password. How can we achieve all of that? Using connected. All right, so this is just a sneak peek for what connected app means, and since it's referenced in here, new connected app, so we just wanted to double click off on what is the connected app means. All right, what's the visible in the lightning column about? And in here we mentioned that some of them are uh, classic specific, lightning X specific, and so on. All right, create a lightning app. Now back to our business. For some major solar, we need to create a new app for them using our enterprise theme. So let's create a new app. So I'll go back to the app manager. And within the app manager, I will be saying new lightning app. The app name is Energy. The description for it is this guy. I'll upload an image. And I'll be using the hexa color, which is their color. And then org theme option, select the checkbox. And everything else, leave it as is. So hit next. In here, here, it's a standard navigation, everything as is. And within the utility, add option and the utility item, leave it as is as well. And in here, within the navigation, we need home, chatter for collaboration. And then we will have groups, energy audits, accounts, contacts, product, tasks. Accounts, contacts, product, and tasks. Sounds perfect. And then assign to user profile, we just need to assign it to sysadmin for now. So next, system administrator. Next, save and finish. Now we have a new app with a couple clicks, which is awesome. So I'll go back to the app launcher, saying the energy consultation, energy consultation, and here we go. We have a full-blown app with everything we are customizing. Here is discussing that in order to get the best user experience and to get the alignment, make sure that you get the feedback, and you can create a chatter group to get the feedback, publish polls, and schedule lunch sessions to get everyone up to speed and get the alignment before you roll it out. Right? Any questions? If no, let's jump to the quiz. What's key benefit of Lightning apps for your users? Users can create records and access recent records and lists directly from the navigation bar. It's easy to switch contexts. Lightning app give user access to items and objects. Yep, all of them. What can you include in a Lightning app? Created modules, custom sounds, web taps, and standards. What a good way to optimize an app for your user. Brand, put the highest priority objects and tabs first in the navigation menu. Have a developer add every object in order to navigation menu. Woohoo! We made it to the next unit. All right, list of views. So we discussed the back end, we built an app, we have some tabs. Now let's configure some list of views. List of views, as a refresher, when we go to an object, this is what we name it as list of views. Come with some standard ones, and you can always create your new one from here. All right, so go to the account, create a new, and name it channel customers. So new, name it channel customers. All users can see it, and just hit save. Now it's time to filter it out. So now it's showing all the customers. What do we need to add? We need to add a filter. From field drop-down, select type, make it customer channel. So add filter, and I will say type equals customer channel. Done. Great. Save it. Now we have channel customer. But let's say not only want to see channel customers, but also want who are in the West Coast of United States. So we need to add a billing state as well. So I will add another filter. Okay. And what is in this new, I will add the billing state. And within the billing state, it will be equal one of those. So CA and OR should be filtered in now. Once I save, now I ended up with the two requested. Sounds perfect. You can collapse and we are good to go. And if you want to change the sharing one more time, you can go in here, sharing settings, saying who can see this list view. All right, customize a list view. You created a list view, added a filter, but now how can we change the displayed fields? So from here, select fields to display, and we have account name and billing state. We don't need this one. We don't need this one. Industry. I don't need this one. And after industry, customer priority. That's it. Save. When I do this, now it's showing me exactly what I'm looking for. You can always filter. You can filter from here. You can sort it from there. And let's create a new list view. Let's jump to the opportunities object. So I'll go in here, say opportunity. And from opportunities, I will go for all opportunities. And now I want to explore the charts. All right. So I'll create a new chart called the pipeline total value. And from here, I will find this small gear and I'll say new chart. From new chart, I'll put it in here. We needed a donut chart. Oh, let's make it donut chart. The aggregate is sum. And it's about amount and the grouping field account. Sounds perfect, right? So we now have a great chart at the list view level with all of these great stuff. and hit save. That's it. We made it. Create another list view called high probability opportunities. So I'll go in here, click new, list view, high probability. All users can see the list view. And I will check on the stages. So this is the one, add filter, stage. And the stage should be within proposal, price, or negotiation. So proposal, price, or negotiation review. Done. And they need to have the probability is greater than 50. So I'll go here for the probability and greater than is or equal, greater than or equal 50. Sounds perfect. Save it. Done. Let's check the challenge. Any questions? Sounds perfect. Woohoo! We made it. All right, so let's jump to the next one. Customize record highlights within a compact layout. All right, compact layout is the whatever we can see here in the top. We agreed last time that when I edit this page, it's gonna be inherited from the compact layout in here, which is the system default, but we have still the dynamic highlight panel where we can just say, no, we don't need this one. We need full customization capabilities, and we can drag and drop fields in here. Whatever in the compact layout first field is whatever will be displayed here on the top. So if I opened in here system default, you will find all with the opportunity name on the top. Accordingly, it's the one shown in here. And then the account name, close date, so you'll find it exactly the same order. All right, compact layout control which fields your users see in the highlight panel. They also control the fields that appear in the expanded lookup. So if I am in the opportunity, if I came back here into the opportunity and I went to the details and I'm curious about this account name, whatever is visible in here is coming from the compact layout. So type, phone, and so on. So if we went in there, you'll find the same exact fields within the highlight panel. All right, compact layout help make your team more productive because they see the most important information up there, so they can easily manage their work. For example, show phone numbers and so on, or show the stages and maps. With page layout, there are separate compact layouts for each object. Here is an example of an opportunity record page. And here we go. We discussed all of that. Here's the example of compact layout page for the account object. Show the name of the layout and list of fields. Right? How can we do that? Go to the accounts, edit, object. And here you will find the compact layout, system default. Here we go. All the details. And we mentioned as well, whatever we're going to see in the desktop, you're going to see it in the lookup, and you will see it in the mobile. Create a compact layout. All right, so go for the object manager, Energy Audit. We are in here in the account, so I'll go for Energy Audit. And within the Energy Audit, I'll go for the compact layout. I'll create a new one, named Energy Audit. And what will be the fields? I need the name, account, annual, name, can filter after, AWH, name, to the top, average, and type of installation. So average installation. Perfect. Click save. All right. So we created. Now it's time for assignment. So compact layout assignment. Edit assignment. I don't want the system default anymore. I need the one I just created. So hit save. Now this is your experience. And once I go now to energy consultation for the energy audits, open our record. Now it should be reflecting my compact layout. Perfect. It was caching. We removed the caching. Now we can see all the details we are looking for. Perfect. We did all of that. Now we want to go to create a new compact layout, but this time to the opportunity. So I'll go to the opportunity. So I'll go from here, opportunities. From opportunities, I'll say edit object, and from edit object, I will say compact layouts, and from compact layouts, I'll say new. Here we go. What are the fields we are looking for? Name, probability, close date. So opportunity, probability, close date, stage, amount, and owner. Stage, amount, and owner. Here we go. Save. Make it the primary compact layout. So compact layout assignment, edit assignment. I'll make this the primary, so save. Now we should be good. We made it to 57% of the module. So we are like progressing very well. So we covered like 50 minutes, 90 minutes, 120. So we did 2 hours in 1 hour. All right. We can continue with the lightning record page and then we'll wrap it up. Customize record page, components, and fields. We discussed in the last module as well the record pages. So what you see when you log into Salesforce for the first time, you can customize and personalize object records as well. Most of the pages you see in Lightning Experience, such as homepage record pages, are Lightning pages. Lightning pages are a collection of components, as we discussed before in the Lightning App Builder module. All right. Other page contents such as button, links, actions, and we're gonna learn about that in the next unit. The Lightning App Builder lets you control which components appear, which custom components. We agreed that we can create Aura components and LWC as well. The page layout editor control which list and related lists. Yeah, page layout is the old way of doing things before we upgrade to dynamic form and utilize the Lightning capabilities. So this was the old way of doing the things, where you can put all the details, you can configure which buttons are visible, which are related lists, and so on. There are parts of the record page that you can customize, create personalized view for different team and proceed in your work. In previous unit, you learned about record highlights and how to customize it. Now, this is the record highlights. Now we have here all the buttons and actions that you can take for this specific record. You have tabs in here. This will be showing you all the related lists. Here are the record details. All right, create a custom Lightning record page. Maria want to create an energy audit record page just for her sales team, so they can have a necessary fields and related list information. When the energy audit custom object was created, system default got assigned. Right now, everyone in the org who view the energy audit will see such information. Let's fall. All right, go to the energy consultations and open energy audit tab. Here we go. And from setup menu, select edit page. Here, edit page. So in order to do that, we will go in there and we'll open from the record edit page. In the page property, change the label to energy edit audit record page for sales. All right, so I can definitely do that. This is the label. Change the API name as well to be consistent to this 1. Click the Details tab. In order to upgrade it to dynamic form, you need to go there and then say Upgrade now. Start the dynamic form. Again, we mentioned that this is a one box, and in order to edit, you need to go to the page layout. But if you need to get the capabilities for dragging and dropping fields in here, you have to upgrade to dynamic form. It will ask you, from where can I get those things? I will do it from here. So it migrate from the page layout to here. All right. Select Energy Audit, click Finish. Click the Audit Notes field and drag it to the right column above Owner. Like this. And drag the type of installation field above Audit Notes. We did this too. Click Save and say Not yet. All right, so we saved. Activating the page, make it available for user. The page is not quite ready, so we will not activate it for now. All right, customize related lists. If we can still, within the related, we can, from the components, we have a lot of great features in here for the related. You can have it single, you can have it as well dynamic, and you can add the filters, and you can customize things not related to whatever related lists, or we can still be related to the page layout where we can customize those related lists. All right. So click back in the app in here. And then I will say from setup menu, select setup, object manager, energy audit, and then go to the page layout. Rather than going this very long path, I will go from here, just say edit object. And from edit object, I'll go for the page layout for energy layout. And within the related list, we just need to add the files. So in here, fields, buttons, and so on, I need to go to the related lists. I need to drag the files. I'll put it in here. And that's about it. Quick save. Yep. Now activate it. And from setup, home tab, click the home tab, enter app builder, Lightning app builder. And from Lightning app builder, click edit to the energy audit record page. Here, edit, click activation. There are 4 options. We discussed that before. When I do activation, you can make it org default, you can make it app specific default, or app record type and profile. Okay. So click the app record type and profile. So I will do this. So activation, I'll go in here, remove it as org default from everybody, save, and I will go for activation again. I'll go for the app. They said put it in here and assign it to app record and profile. Step through the wizard and page and so on to the energy consultation app. So I will need to the energy consultation app. Next, desktop and phone, and that's it. Perfect. So this page experience will be only available on this specific app, which is Energy Audit. If you went back into the sales app, you'll not be able to see this experience. Click back and let's see. This is the old experience where we had only the owner in here. The new experience, we already moved things around. So let's go back and see it. Cancel. We did the activation. So app default. Yep. Everything is perfect. Saved it. And I'll go in here, energy consultations. And within the energy consultations, I'll go for the energy audit. I'll open the record. Now we can see things as we exactly did. All right. Now the task is to go to the contact record. So I'll go in here to the contacts, edit page, open any contact, and I'll say edit page. And from edit page, upgrade to a dynamic form, use the contact layout as a source. So in order to upgrade, you need to go to the details, upgrade now. Next, contact layout. This is what the layout I want to move. Remove fax, other phone, home phone. Where is fax? Mobile phone, home phone, home phone, and other phone, not mobile. Remove the notes and the attachment related list from contact layout. So I need to save this guy. Not yet. And again, within the related, I can go to the related list in here because the related list is still part of the page layout. So I'll navigate to the page layout, remove notes and attachments related from the contact page layout. So I'll go to the related, gonna scroll for me and notes and attachments, right? Notes and attachments, no need. We remove the notes and attachments, save and activate the page org default. So quick save for this guy. Go back to the Lightning Record page we just did, open it, edit it, activate it, and activate it as org default and make it available for both. So assign it as org default, desktop and phone. Next, save, save. We made it. So let's check. Any questions? All right, on the contact layout, we cannot find the files related lists. Okay, I can go there and go back to the related in here, contact layouts, and I'll go for the related lists and I'll go for the files and let me add it. Don't be upset. Yes, we added the files. Woohoo! We made it. Thank you very much. We will wrap it for today and we're gonna continue this module next time. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.